Now, these are very chaotic times. These are roller coaster times. These are difficult times. And when things like this happen, I can tell you that ideal situations don't exist. When things like this happen, human insight has no solution. When these like things happen, people are confused. What do we do as Christians? What do we do as people in times like this? The first thing I want you to do is that to realize that God wants us to be passionate and compassionate with people. This is not the time you should be selfish and self-centered. This is the time you should unite with people all over the world who are suffering. One person lost in a family means a lot. One of the young Nigerian doctors died in the UK. Quite a lot of Nigerian families have died in Italy. And we are united with everybody in the world. People are hurting. People are helpless. People are hopeless. People are harassed. And so in times like this, you must not just protect your family. You must be compassionate enough to pray for people. Some people are stuck in the ship. Some are stuck in their home. Some are in respirator. World stars are getting the viruses. And the poor also are getting it. The rich, the high. So be compassionate. Now the second thing I think we need to do is that we should not panic. You can hardly make any decision when you panic. You know, even psychologists, Daniel Coleman talked about a thing called emotional intelligence and made to tell us that when you have emotional intelligence, the way you react to circumstances will determine whether you will conquer them. If you are afraid, if you are troubled, if you are disturbed, you cannot handle the situation. So you don't need to panic. Now they tell us that there's a word in the Bible, fear not. And we're told it was written 365, some say 366 days to take care of leap year. And so that God wants us not to fear. So don't panic. Don't take panic measures. And that is why it is important we have a knowledge of what is going on. And when there is not a stressful situation, we can make an occasion judgment. So don't panic. Take precautions, but don't panic. Pray for people all around the world. The next thing I want you to do is to pause and think. You may never get the answers to when you pause, but you must pause often as you see things happen around the world and ask, where are these things coming into? And this is what Jesus meant by watch and then pray. It means that when you see events taking place around the world, watch and pray. Read the Bible, look at events, watch and pray, pause, and take time to study those events. Someone called me outside the country. What is happening? Two people from different parts of the world. Is this God? Or is God penalizing the world? I said, as far as I'm concerned, this is the beginning of sorrow in the world. We've just seen a glimpse. As you come towards the last day, it's going to be tough. You don't know what, if you know what it means to be quarantined. Somebody says sometimes to be quarantined means sometimes it's even more terrible than maximum prison. Can't move, can't do anything. People who are going to bring food for you, they all come gloved. You have no opinion on your own. You tell them, go and give me this. What they can give you, they give you. And so, in situation like that, don't panic.